Hey, what's up, smarter than that virgin gang? Hope you're doing well. I'm doing pretty good today on things I just feel like showing off, and cards I absolutely adore is going to be this Goldango SAR card. I'm too poor to be in this hobby. I don't have the riches. I don't belong here. But with this card, I can strive and thrive to maybe one day have the financial fluidity to actually belong in this hobby. The actual cash flow in my pockets, the ability to do what I need to do to get this stuff. All jokes aside, I love this card. It's a great card. It's a lot of the SARs have art that's absolutely mind-blowing. I don't know how people feel about the Pokemon, but the art is next level in my personal opinion. Anyway, hope you're doing well. Hope everything's great in your life. Want to talk about a video that I definitely think needs more attention. It is doing fine on its own, but just the overall topic of this and just seeing what some people are willing to justify, in my opinion, makes this whole thing worthwhile for the average person to watch. You need to see what this hobby has in it, right? So we got a video by Z&G Emporium. He put out a fantastic video. It's going to be in the description below. Once again, average collectors, you need to look at this shit. You really do, in order to see what some of the elite motherfuckers in this hobby think is all right to do, regardless of what other people have said or regardless of what rules or statuses are in place. Not to go into their entire video, you should definitely watch it. To sum it up really, really fast, Z&G Emporium basically runs like a hub where people can send in items and he will sell them. He'll actually list them up and then, of course, take a little bit for, the actual services they're doing and then kick that money back to Yield Guy. Nothing new in this hobby. Basically, middlemaning. It's just a hub where people can sell stuff, right? Through his ways, he noticed that there was a couple items in question that appeared to have like some shill bidding type stuff on it. Well, now, what this means is where people are deliberately trying to pump up said price in order to make it sell for more and to incite hype and all that stuff. Basically, just the same person going back and forth, raising the price on something. He noticed this. It was an Australian account, and it was two items in question. It was a Shining Magikarp error, like a double print error with like Hollow Bleed or something like that, super rare. And then a 9.8 graded Pokemon Silver game. Extremely rare, extremely valuable, and everyone likes that stuff, right? Both items in Australia, and they both had the same two people going back and forth on that stuff, right? Well, through his detective work, which once again I recommend you check out, he discovered that it was a middleman and the very same person who had sent both those items in and actually listed those ones up, right? Okay, so even further discovered that the middleman that was in that had no idea what the hell was going on, and the person in question, Beta P Trader or Beta Poke Trader, based off the actual video in there and based off everything that was presented, took the middleman person's account information, made a secondary account off of it, and then proceeded to bid up said item. That would be what we call shill bidding, and using someone else's information to actually make an account and bid on it. I believe that is some level of fraud. Don't take me to court. I'm not a fucking guy or anything like that, but using someone's information that's not you to make an account that's not you, to bid on something that's not you for something that is yours. I mean, that's got to fall into there somewhere, right? Not to mention, shill bidding is completely against terms and services on eBay. You are absolutely not allowed to do that. They have a fucking policy in place that says you're not allowed to do that, okay? Go check out the video. It's great. It's a good watch. He goes into a lot more detail than that. I don't want to take away his thunder. What I'm going to do is what I do best. Dissect assholes' opinions online and just show why they're absolutely dumb. Just talk my shit and all that stuff. This is what I do best. This is me, and this is where I'm going to step into here. So we have an opinion on this video. We have some overall just nice, good stuff here from Charizard Cuck 23. I'm sure that name sounds familiar, right? The very same guy who will take a card, ask how much someone wants for it, try to sell it for like fucking 20% more, keep that fucking surplus of what it is, and then to just give that person $5,000 basically. Hey, say the card sold for $7,000. Well, this person said $5,000. I just made $2,000 off this card. Fuck it, going right in my pocket. But I'm not going to tell the person that stuff. I'm going to lie and say the card sold for $5,000. That's what I'm going to say. So let's see what this person has to say about Z&G's video right here. Just got done watching this video of Z&G a follower sent me about him catching someone in the community shill bidding. Holy shit. I used to think Z&G was a bit smarter than most when it comes to business, but my god, did he turn out to be a clown. Acting like 99.9% of people in the community don't shill bid, or items don't get paid for all the time, and calling it fraudulent and felt like dirty blood money in the world. So I just don't think this dude actually watched the video, because using someone else's information in order to make another account to shill bid, that is some level of fraud. That's not you. That's not the person that you are. You're making an account with someone else's stuff without them knowingly doing it. And this guy had proof that the middleman had no idea what the hell was going on. Like that the person beta P trader was fucking like, oh, here's your card or something. Like, basically that card was theirs, and that the middleman person had no idea what the fuck was going on. Actually had proof of that stuff. So I'm just starting to think you didn't watch the video. And shill betting is against terms and policies on eBay. You are not allowed to do that. That's absolutely something you are not allowed to do per what they say. You want to do it in the auction houses where fucking anything goes. You guys drink the blood of maidens to keep yourselves young, or whatever fucking elite aristocratic things y'all do in there. I'm not sure. If you want to do it in there and the fucking house is cool with it, that's fucking fine. However, people are allowed to look at people doing this stuff and judge their other business that they might do with them off of these shitty, scummy tactics that they're doing. Illegal or not, it's stupid. It's scummy. Why are you doing that? If it's so insignificant and everybody does this shill bidding, why even do it? Why even do something if it does absolutely nothing and it's not even a problem? Why even do it? What's the point? Like, why even do this stuff in the first place? Shouldn't the market dictate how much stuff is without people interfering or kind of driving fake or false hype on something? Isn't that something that the market should do? Oh, I fucking guess not. We'll keep going. He blasted Kleinovitz mainly because he had a big collection and is wealthy. You think he would have made a 30-minute video on a card being shilled worth $25 or a small-time collector? No. No, he made the video because the dude got caught shill bidding in a very large way where the dude also committed some level of fucking identity fraud, allegedly, of course, off of something that wasn't his information, and then continue to shill a bit off that. That's what I took that video to mean, but hey, maybe you watched a different video. You're acting like it's illegal to bid on your own items and pay for them if you win. It is not allowed on eBay. Once again, it is against their terms and motherfucking services. I don't know where the hell else you're thinking you want to do it in the fucking back alley, you want to do it on those stupid auction houses, go for it. But it is not allowed on eBay. Absolutely no one is forcing other buyers to bid on any auction, shilled or not. So yeah, that's fine. No one's making you do this stuff. No one's making anyone do any of this stuff, but like no one's also not making me bid on like this stuff either off my own product. So what's the problem here? The problem is no one's playing fucking fair. It's people with more money trying to fucking keep items at a certain price, even if the market doesn't deem them at that price. That is some fake, false bullshit driving hype and FOMO into someone's mindset, and that's not a legitimate auction if you yourself drug up the actual price itself. You don't want the item. You don't want the card. That's why you're selling it, right? And you want some kind of financial compensation. If you want a specific monetary amount for it, get your fucking pussy up and actually put the value of what you want. Oh, but I'm not going to do that because I'd get laughed at and it wouldn't sell as easily or anything like that. But if I put an auction and I play that fucking gambling mindset and I get into people's minds about these things and drive up some fake FOMO or anything like that, hey, maybe that's what it is. And by the way, the higher it is when it sells and if it's a legitimate sale that goes through, basically, like even if it's a shilled auction or not, that's what the card is going to say that it's worth at that point. That's what people are going to reference, and that's a sale marked at that price. That's another reason why people do this bullshit. I have no leg in this race, but had to give my opinion on the matter because this community is filled with toxicity and unnecessary drama. It's also filled with douchebags that don't want to actually play fair and think it's fine to break the rules and just take money off the top of people's sales and not tell them anything about it. I'm not doing anything wrong, but I'm not going to tell anything. I'm not going to tell the person about it. I don't fucking feel the need to. Watch all these pests now go and call him a scammer because he was bidding up his own item. No, we're going to call him a scammer because he took someone else's identity and then decided to make an account off that and shill bid up on it. Yeah, that's what we're going to do at this point. That's what's going to go on. Allegedly, of course. But anyway, what do I know? I'm just a scammer according to people I've never done business with who can't even afford to be in this hobby. Yes, like they can't afford to be in this hobby. You know who I think can't afford to be in this hobby? I think people like Charizard Cuck 23 can't afford to be in this hobby. You know how I think that? Because they can't even fucking play fair. Oh yeah, shill bidding. Absolutely cool. I'm perfectly fine with that. I'll drive up the price of my own thing because I need more money to sell my cards. I need to do that stuff. I need this money. I'm sorry. Here's what I need to do. Oh, I'm not going to tell someone how much their card sells for. Oh, you want $4,500 for it? You want $5,000 for it? Yeah, well, the card sold for $8,000, but I'm going to lie to you and say it sold for $5,000. That sounds like someone who can't afford to be in this hobby. What's wrong, big dog? Why not be upfront with that stuff? Why not fucking put your balls on the table? Why you gotta be a little bitch about it? Why you gotta do all that? Sounds like you can't afford to be in this hobby, Mr. Man, with your big old cards and all that. And you want to talk shit about someone who legitimately found someone doing something wrong. No one should trust that homie. No one, in my personal opinion, this is me, do business with who you want. You shouldn't do business with someone like that. You shouldn't do business with someone who's willing to do some scammy, scummy stuff and is fine with it and justifies it to other people. You should not do business with someone like that. Yeah, Fuck you, Charizard King 24. I said it. Do something about it, bitch. That's all I got. Appreciate it, Virgin. See you later. You should definitely check out that video. ZNG did a fantastic job, and honestly, it's one of the better videos I've seen in a minute discussing like scammy things, and he did a very good job. He had proof for everything he said. Great stuff. Go check him out. Good work, man. I really do appreciate putting out that video, and it's just further proof that some people in this hobby cannot be trusted. See you later, virgins. Woo! I can't afford to be here. I fucking suck.